we're back again. Welcome to the Art Block. I am Derek, and this is Ant.
Hello. And how you been this past week, Derek?
Oh, it's been great.
Good. Well, before we get going, I want to let everybody know, go to our Facebook page, the Art Block with Ant and Derek, and let us know if you want to be a guest on this show. We haven't said that yet. We are looking for guests all the time, so let us know. We take artists
Always.
of all type. All right, Derek, I want to talk about today's episode. Our topic is going to be the arts in Macon in general. Macon claims and says it as an art scene, and in a way it does, but I have a slight problem with the way the arts are portrayed in Macon.
How so?
Well, there's a few, maybe a half a dozen group of artists that are basically considered the artists in Macon, if you know what I mean. It's sort of they act as if there's only a very few people that are indicative of the arts here. There's so many artists in this town, and I feel a lot don't get credit they deserve.
I see.
And
I see.
I want to address that, and that's one of the primary reasons we wanted to do this show. We wanted to let people know about all the arts and artists in Macon, not just the 3, 4, 5, or 6 that you always hear about whenever something comes around.
Right.
So my solution real quick to this is, I don't know why when you have Cherry Blossom Festival, Bragg Jam, why you just don't make a master list of local artists that want to be on for that coming year and switch it off. I mean, it doesn't have to always be, to me, the same 5 or 6 local bands mixed with your
because obviously
acts.
there's more than 5 or 6 artists.
Exactly.
Right.
And I know a lot of people that do bands around here for years, actors, painters, and it's kind of a shame that you have some bands that have been around 10, 15, 20 years, and not once have they ever been on Bragg Jam's lineup or Cherry Blossom Festival. And
it's stagnating, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I don't think it's not letting everybody out there know that, hey, we support what you're trying to do. It's basically boxing people out, is the way I look at it. And what are your thoughts on it, Derek?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. It stagnates. It's making as much historical richness, long line of culture and art and so many things that make it very unique. It's really sad that it kills the growth of the city.
It does.
I mean, maybe on a side note, I think like one of the biggest deficits, biggest problems, that have caused this is maybe the 96 games. I mean, we had a lot of chances ever since 16 years later. I still can't figure out to this day why Macon was the only major city in the state of Georgia that did not have an Olympic sport.
Right.
I mean, Rome had Olympic sport. We had a chance to have softball at Luther Williams Field. I mean, granted, I'm glad that we had to shoot films like Bingo Long's All Stars and
Motor Kings,
and also this upcoming film recently, The Trouble with the Curve, that was executive produced by Clint Eastwood. And if Macon would have had a chance to have softball on Luther Williams Field, we would have had more than just 2 major feature films. I mean, it's stagnating. It's killing the growth. I mean, before the Olympic Games, Macon was actually bigger than Athens, but since the Olympic Games, since after 1996, Athens is now bigger than Macon, and I think because, I don't know whether if it was because of the cliquishness or whatever. I don't know because of that, but as a result of it, there's been very little growth, and it's mind-boggling, and it's really sad. It's really sad.
So what do we do? I mean, I think the artists, of course, need to keep creating and don't worry about whether they're accepted or they're getting all the limelight. I guess you can let those 5, 6, 7 consistently get all the attention and be considered like the local rapper or the local rock band, the local actor, the local film company, you know what I mean? But I mean, what else do we do? I mean, what do you have any other explanation?
Well, you really can't. Well, you can't just rotate them like like songs on a radio.
Well, why not? Well, you mean
like
bands? Yeah, why not? You don't think we can rotate them into the lineup?
Well,
of
I
these
mean,
festivals?
you can't just have like 6, like the same 6, like you said.
No, right. You have to rotate them.
Yeah,
right. Exactly. I think exactly. As I said, you sign up. I think you sign up. You get your name on there, and then you take your 2 or 3 every year. You pick 2 or 3 local acts that get their chance to play on one of the stages on Cherry Street during Cherry Blossom Festival. You say it's your turn. You know. Next year, it won't be you, it'll be this other one's turn.
Or
every Friday.
Well, it's the first Friday? Or
yeah, first Fridays too. And I've got some questions about that too, but I've heard, and I'm not sure if this is true, I've heard the first Friday concerts have ceased. I don't know if that's a rumor, but I heard they're not doing those anymore down there on 3rd Street Park.
It's not because of weather or anything. I mean,
the weather's great right now.
Okay.
I mean, I think it is. I mean, and it's supposed to be, stay this way. So it's been great all past winter. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be back with our guest, musician Aaron Pridemore from Stranger Than Most. Come back in a few.
And we'll be back.
Return to Wellston with Solid Ground, the complete first season on DVD.
No way, that's awesome.
The 4-disc set includes all 12 episodes plus cast and crew interviews, behind-the-scenes featurettes, outtakes, and more.
Works for me.
That was easy. Let's get to watching.
Filmed in Middle Georgia, see what the Telegraph called a humorous take on the detective series. Own Solid Ground, the complete first season today.
The moment that I laid eyes on her, I was hooked. She had a glow that said, I'm here, I'm waiting, speak to me, look at what I have to offer. As my eyes scrolled down her sleek, inviting, and provocative frame, I realized that this was no middle-of-the-road dame. She supplied opportunity, character, security, and a healthy boost to my ego. She had me coming back for more.
Spartans! My brothers who have fought so gallantly thus far. The blood of my blood that I would give up 1,000 lives for. I ask you to give once more. To sacrifice your sweat and your blood and your fire in honor of all that we hold great. But before we march into the hallowed halls of Ares, we must dine.
In hell?
Not this time.
In apple seeds?
No!
I crave me some Xerxes.
Hold your tongue, warrior!
I love Pompeiles.
No! Tonight, we dine at Greek Deli!
At the Greek Corner Deli, we offer a variety of Mediterranean favorites, including our crowd-pleasing gyro, as well as subs, salads, and tasty desserts. We also carry a large selection of Greek and imported beers, and invite you and 300 of your closest friends to join us for happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. The Greek Corner Deli, located on 587 Cherry Street in beautiful downtown Macon, Georgia. Look for the flags.
What kind of madhouse is this? Is this any way to treat a man? Where's your humanity?
Athens Mattress Outlet, proudly serving Athens and the University of Georgia community. Featuring the Energy Series Pillow Top for only $3.99. Avoid the hassle of moving a mattress when your student leaves home to attend UGA. Athens Mattress Outlet is an online retailer based in Athens and now serving all of Georgia. Call or click today.
The only good bed is an Athens mattress bed.
Welcome back to the Art Block with Aunt Derek, the show for artists by artists here on Macon TV WPGA. Our guest today is Aaron Pridemore, musician and singer-guitarist for Stranger Than Most. Welcome, Aaron.
It's great. Thank you for having me here today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Hi.
So our topic, as you know, is the arts in Macon. And what do you feel about, how do you feel about the state of the arts in Macon?
To be honest, when I first moved to Macon, it was kind of it was a shock to me about how many artists and how many musicians were actually here in this you know, in this area. It really shocked me because, see, I had lived in South Florida for most of my life, and then in California, Southern California. Okay. So you can imagine the art scene in those kind of places are huge because the population is exploding. But when I came to a town that's considered smaller, like Macon, that's why it kind of struck me as almost overwhelmed at how many artists and how dedicated these artists were. And that means artists of all types, the actors here, the painters, the musicians, it doesn't matter who it is. Right. And I had joined up with a couple musicians and we formed a band called Stranger Than Most. Unfortunately, we are no longer together. This was only as of a couple days ago. We split amicably and we just went our separate ways and decided it was time. Okay. And so from this point on, I just go by my regular name, Aaron Kendall Pridemore, singer-songwriter, voice actor, so on and so forth. And the diversity also is something else I meant to touch on was as well. I see the talent that these people possess. They're never just one thing. If like I myself, you know, don't just do music. I'm also a voice actor, screen actor. You know what I mean? Anything. You put anything with entertainment in front of me, I'll do it. Right. And I'm not the only one. That's what I noticed. You know, we have multi-talented artists here of all facets in Macon.
Right. So being sort of an outsider and new to the area, are once you got here and got your band formed, how were you received? I mean, did you get a good reception from the art community, or was it sort of like, who's this outsider? You know, he's not one of us, kind of thing. Right.
It was kind of like a mix of both at first. Right. Because you know that people, I guess, through the music scene had known each other, you know, as a little family or whatever it is. You got the metal scene over here, and then you got, you know, Juby and Flacco here, because everybody knows they're really diverse and they mix well, and you know, and then you have bands that have been doing it for years, like Sugar Virus. They've been together for 20 years. Right. We just played their 20th anniversary show, and Jason was nice enough to ask us to come up and play it. But only heard us play one time. Right. And he was like, guys, please come and play at my 20th anniversary show. And then it was, and then on the other end of the spectrum, people that were more open, they just loved us because, you know, they were like, you guys don't sound like anything going on right now. And we love that, you know. We love the fact that somebody's not afraid to come different and come original, and we were just very well received. So. Right.
Aside from the population differences between, I guess, California and South Florida and here, what other differences, or if any, or maybe similarities compared to forming here in next to the other places?
Well, you know what's great? I see that, and I mean, after living on both coasts and living in, you know, the deep South, living in South Florida, I've noticed that people are pretty much the same everywhere. The only thing that really changes is the accent, maybe a little demeanor. But I mean, after living on every single coast and getting to kind of absorb people from every life, you know, every lifestyle and everything, it was very eye-opening. I'd say people here are pretty much just as receptive and show just as much love as they have anywhere else. You know, if they say if it's marketed right, you'll buy it, but if it's real, you'll feel it. You know what I mean? And that's why some, you know, artists and musicians go almost unnoticed until they're dead. You know, because they write things that are either so far ahead of their time or so outside of the box for the time that they're in that they just don't fit, you know. But I've noticed that people everywhere are pretty much the same, all walks of life. You know, there's going to be nice people and there's going to be unpleasant people everywhere you go, you know. But they've always shown love everywhere I went, so
let's get a little history. When did you start playing guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was 5 years old.
5 years old. Yeah. And are you a multi-instrumentalist?
Multi-instrumentalist.
Really?
I also play bass guitar, keyboards, turntables. I sing, and various percussion, horned instruments, anything.
Right. And was Stranger Than Most your first band or no?
Yeah, they were the first band here.
Your first band. So how many previous bands were you a member of? Or were you always a solo artist before then?
No, I had always played in bands up until very recently. Like when I was very young, I started, I think I was in my first band at 13. Okay. 13 or 14. Okay. You know, it was just kids messing around in the garage or whatever.
A garage band.
Yeah, of course. if you will.
Right.
And we would always, you know, we'd play out here and play parties there and little things here and there and stuff like that, and it was great. But I believe that going solo now has just, as a multi-instrumentalist, it's given me the opportunity and the freedom to kind of do whatever it is I want. Because I'm trying to write something that hasn't been done yet.
Right.
And I won't say trying to write something that hasn't been done yet, but I'm succeeding in writing something that hasn't been done yet.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Right. So besides performing here for us in a minute, where are you going to be playing? Any upcoming shows in the next few weeks or months that you have booked yet?
The old group did have some shows booked, but those are as of now canceled. Okay. So now we'll just have to see. I'll probably be playing downtown before too long. You'll see my face everywhere.
Right.
So.
Right.
You know.
And what about in the acting department? Are you lined up to be in any movies or any theater productions coming up?
Actually, not right now. That was something that I had recently decided I wanted to do, and everyone was like, "Oh, you need to get into film. You need to get into acting." And I'm thinking, well, I'll just make the right contacts and see where it goes. But yeah, I'm always open to the possibility.
Okay. Well, we will come right back after one of these fantastic commercials that we have here on WPGA, Macon TV, with a performance.
What kind of madhouse is this? Is this any way to treat a man? Where's your humanity?
Athens Mattress Outlet, proudly serving Athens and the University of Georgia community. Featuring the Energy Series Pillow Top for only $3.99. Avoid the hassle of moving a mattress when your student leaves home to attend UGA. Athens Mattress Outlet is an online retailer based in Athens and now serving all of Georgia. Call or click today.
The only good bed is an Athens mattress bed.
The moment that I laid eyes on her, I was hooked. She had a glow that said, I'm here, I'm waiting, speak to me, look at what I have to offer. As my eyes scrolled down her sleek, inviting, and provocative frame, I realized that this was no middle-of-the-road dame. She supplied opportunity, character, security, and a healthy boost to my ego. She had me coming back for more.
Return to Wellston with Solid Ground, the complete first season on DVD.
No way, that's awesome.
The 4-disc set includes all 12 episodes plus cast and crew interviews, behind-the-scenes featurettes, outtakes, and more.
Works for me.
That was easy. Let's get to watching.
Filmed in Middle Georgia, see what the Telegraph called a humorous take on the detective series. Own Solid Ground, the complete first season today.
But in the absence of truth and the youth come around from every corner, they all have something to say, won't you let them be heard? This is our future, why do you take it away? There's no reason, all I've got to say is why you want to take this like every day. This will turn right away. You will see. What do you want? There are so many need a voice. Got something to say, and they will never be heard, because they are silenced by those who think there are no reason, are no rhyme to why we're here. We're just wasting time. Why don't you just see? Everyone needs a voice. I'm making this choice all on my own. I will be heard. This is your word. I got nothing else to say. hiding from their own shadows every day. So why don't we just take our time and talk it out, work it out, why it's got to be that way. I'm not absurd as I say these words. You must have learned you will observe every whisper, at every waking hour. I will be right there. Oh, be right there.
The moment that I laid eyes on her, I was hooked. She had a glow that said, I'm here, I'm waiting, speak to me, look at what I have to offer. As my eyes scrolled down her sleek, inviting, and provocative frame, I realized that this was no middle-of-the-road dame. She supplied opportunity, character, security, and a healthy boost to my ego. She had me coming back for more.
Return to Wellston with Solid Ground, the complete first season on DVD.
No way, that's awesome.
The 4-disc set includes all 12 episodes plus cast and crew interviews, behind-the-scenes featurettes, outtakes, and more.
Works for me.
That was easy. Let's get to watching.
Filmed in Middle Georgia, see what the Telegraph called a humorous take on the detective series. Own Solid Ground, the complete first season today.
Spartans! My brothers who have fought so gallantly thus far. The blood of my blood that I would give up 1,000 lives for. I ask you to give once more. To sacrifice your sweat and your blood and your fire in honor of all that we hold great. But before we march into the hallowed halls of Ares, we must dine.
In hell?
Not this time.
In apple seeds?
No.
I crave me some Xerxes.
Hold your tongue, warrior.
I love Pompeiles.
No. Tonight, we dine at Greek Deli.
At the Greek Corner Deli, we offer a variety of Mediterranean favorites, including our crowd-pleasing gyro, as well as subs, salads, and tasty desserts. We also carry a large selection of Greek and imported beers, and invite you and 300 of your closest friends to join us for happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. The Greek Corner Deli, located on 587 Cherry Street in beautiful downtown Macon, Georgia. Look for the flags.
Welcome back to the Art Block with Ant and Derek. This week's contestant for our game segment of the show is Mr. Chris Payne. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
And Chris is going to be playing our guest, Aaron Kendall Pridemore, in a game of miniature ping pong. He's in another part of the studio right now, and he cannot hear and see while we set this game up. We'll bring him out momentarily.
And we are back on the block, the art block that is. We have had our contest, and Chris Payne brought the pain in the miniature ping pong contest, and Kendall Pridemore got his pride hurt in the contest. So congratulations to Chris. You have won your prize package for you.
Thanks a lot, dude.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Awesome.
And as well, you can go ahead and put that away so you won't get it messed up.
Quite your birthday yet, but you know.
Well, yeah, yeah. So since you did lose, you have to choose a pepper of your choice, a jalapeno or the finger pepper, with some hot sauce.
Plus the hot sauce?
Yes, plus the hot sauce.
Professor, since I'm the most familiar with it, I'll take the jalapeno pepper.
Okay, go ahead. Have at it.
Do I get to apply the hot sauce and everything?
Yes, yes you do.
Okay, well since I'm a nice guy, I'll be nice and liberal with it. There we go.
Okay.
I'll clean that up. Don't worry about it. I'll clean that up.
All right.
It's all in the name of art.
Yes.
Ooh.
Please do.
Oh, that's burning me
Assalamu
already.
alaikum and shalom and everything.
Okay.
Ow.
We have some ice cubes on standby.
Oh, the man. Yes. I tell you what, I'm gonna eat this too.
Okay. Well, another hot show at the Art Block. Please join us again next Saturday and and also check our Facebook page. And on behalf of my co-host, and check us. See you in 7 days. And don't forget to watch us again and support the arts. Take care. We have some ice cubes here. Thank you. I think we see some smoke. Thank you. Good night.